everyone. Today's plan is to clear all of the rubbish and junk out of the boat and get it ready for giving it a proper cleaning up, to see what needs to be done and then start gutting out some of the interior. Yeah, so this is the interior, and you can see it's all molded fiberglass, and the head height isn't great, but it's functional. Certainly do the job. There's no standing headroom or anything like that, but sitting down it's pretty comfortable. I suppose quite similar to being inside a car or something like that. The grime and dirt that's in here all seems to be just pretty much surface stuff. There's nothing too bad that I've seen so far. Yeah, so this is typical of the dirt and stuff that's inside. It's just sort of green stuff. Just rubber cloth is taking most of it off, so once I get out with the power washer I think it'll come up pretty good. So just going to take a bit of time and work cleaning around. But that's pretty much it. So that's the inside looking forward up into the V-berth. It's actually meant to be, believe it or not, to sleep 4 people. So there's like a berth on that side, a berth on this side, one here with your feet going back under the cockpit on that side, and another one over here, the same on the other side. Now you'd want to be pretty friendly with them, the other 3 people, but I think for me on my own, which is what it's primarily going to be used for, it's more than enough space to be comfortable. So yeah, I'm happy with it. And here's a forward hatch there, which, as I said before, needs a bit of work done on it, as does the companionway hatch and the washboards at the rear. Here's looking back into the cockpit. Same thing, just a bit of this green build-up on it. Just needs to be cleaned up, power hose down. Right, well I'm going to get on with the work, try and get a bit more done before it gets dark today. Okay, well I've just spent the morning jacking up the boat, trying to get the back of it lifted up higher because I wanted to get the keel there level so that the water would drain out of it, because I started emptying the water out yesterday and got back to, I suppose, just over halfway, and the rest of the water was lying in the back of the boat and the cockpit wasn't draining down into the keel. So I'm jacking it up using a 3-ton trolley jack just to lift it up. I put the jack up on blocks and raised it up so there was a minimal amount of timber blocking, well, just enough to not damage the bottom of the boat, but not so much that it became unstable. So it's just short little lifts, and every time I got up high enough I repacked under the supports and then just put more blocks underneath the jack to build it up to get to the height where I am now, rather than having it, you know, very tippy by putting too much timber blocking on top of the jack. So it's a bit slower, but it was a bit safer to do it this way. So yeah, I think I'm at the right height now. Just check inside the cockpit and see if the cockpit draining out. Yeah, so that was full of water this morning, but it drains out. It actually drains forward to where the lift keel mechanism is there, and there's a cockpit drain right there, so that'll be a lot easier now. So after another hour of tweaking it, I'm finally happy with it. I lifted the front here a wee bit more, adjusted it, moved the stack of blocks on the left in a bit closer underneath the centre of the boat, just try and make it a bit more stable, and tweaked it front to back to make the cockpit drain completely. So it's sitting port and starboard, it's sitting level, so that'll mean any water that gets inside when I'm washed it will drain to the centre, and that's the way I want it. Yeah, so it's raining again. Still getting a bit of rain coming in off that end of the tarp, but I'm going to have to deal with that. I have to keep the rain out of it while I'm working on it. So getting the water out of it now. As you can see, it's just pouring down out there. But the cockpit is draining now. Now I've leveled out. So that's a help. All the water is pooling here in the centre now, which is good. So getting all cleaned out. All the bilge and the stringers and the whole lot all seems to be in great condition. So considering what is probably a 40-year-old boat. Not exactly sure what the boat is. The guy that I bought it off was under the impression it was a Leisure 17, but I've been looking online, and the Leisure 17, any ones I can find, there's no information about any of them being made with a lift keel like this one is. So then I thought it might be one of the Vivacity line of small yachts, but they're 20 foots. But there is a 17 called an Alacrity. But it's also either a bilge keel or a fin keel. I didn't see any reference to any lifting keels in that. So far in this clean-up of the boat, I haven't found any kind of a maker's mark or indication of what it is. Now, as I get further into it, maybe I will find some kind of a maker's mark or a tag or something on it, but so far it's unknown origins. Though I did find a harbour pass for Chichester Conservancy, which is in the south of England. It's a bay there, Chichester Harbour. That's what it is, Chichester Harbour Conservancy. So it was like a harbour pass or whatever. So I found it on the boat. So I'm guessing the two go together. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in here as it was the bilge. So that might be some indication of its history. Maybe I can find out from somebody in that area if they recognise the boat and its design. Maybe it's a common enough sort of boat in that area, I don't know. But as I say, so far I don't really have any information on its origins other than that. I'd be interested to know if it made its way here from the east coast of England to southern Ireland. Did it make that journey by trailer on the ferry, or did somebody actually sail it from that side of England to here, or maybe they trailed it across the UK and dropped it in Wales and sailed it across the Irish Sea? I'd be interested to know how it got here. But I suppose the chance of finding that out is very slim. But it's nice to think about the possibility that it was, you know, out sailing around in the sea. Well, Chichester Harbour is on the east coast of the UK, which is out to the sea, so it obviously did some coastal cruising at some point in its life. It's obviously been painted on the inside of the hull. There's all this loose flaky stuff here, so it's all going to come off fairly easy, I think. Picking off, so I don't think I'm going to have to do anything too aggressive with it to get it off, so just use a scraper or something. It's a funny thing, even a small little boat like this, the amount of storage space is really amazing. Like with all the under the seat lockers, like once they're all cleaned out and dry, and if you put waterproof containers into them, well obviously you hope water's not going to be getting in, but the amount of storage, even a little small boat like this, is crazy. Like it's really, it's harmless. So if you're clever about your storage, you actually put quite a lot of stuff in here. Right, you wouldn't want to put stuff that you want to access too often in one of these lockers in the back. It's fun getting it out. Right, here we go. You wouldn't want to be claustrophobic. You can see all this loose stuff on the side is pretty much even coming off with this hose. So the power hose, pressure washing hose will definitely lift it off. So leave it nice and clean. That looks a lot better now than it did. Piece of cake. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this episode. If you're enjoying watching these videos, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe and share it with your friends.